Okay, we are going to watch the first 5 minutes of The Ark. The Ark is airing on Sci-Fi.
Here's the deal, boys.
This is created by none other than Dean Devlin of Stargate fame. So, there is a possibility here because the guy either creates something good or bad. There's literally no in between. Dean Devlin, it's either entertaining as hell or horrible. So, if the first 5 minutes is good, then I believe that the series is worth a watch.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's do it.
Now, a sneak peek at the new sci-fi original series, The Ark. The Ark.
Okay.
Right. I'm curious to hear what you think because I definitely have some good thoughts or some interesting thoughts about it. What do you think of the premise?
Yeah, the premise is there's a bunch of androgynous teenagers on a ship floating in space. I'm assuming they're going to a colony. They're in stasis, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Might be a generation ship. It's very weird how they all look like the same person.
Well, they're all in the same uniform, so that probably has something to do with it.
Their faces all look the same. Like they just look the same. I don't care about that, but so here's the thing. I do care about quality of picture and all that stuff, right? But here's a little known fact about old Brian Hecklefish. I don't care very much about graphics. Do I appreciate good graphics? Sure. But as long as you get the point across to me to tell the story right, I'm okay. That said, I did see better graphics in Troll 3, Leprechaun in Space.
Yeah.
I
noticed that too.
In the early 90s, bro.
Yeah. The green screens were really bad. It was that the graphics were poor, but like I said, if a story is good enough, it can overcome the graphics. Trust me. I watched 1960 Star Trek and I loved it. So
right. Same.
It can overcome it.
Yeah, I'll let you go right now, but from my opinion, it appears to me as if they're on some kind of colony ship. It's called Ark. If it's a reference to the biblical Ark, then that means that they probably survived a cataclysm, perhaps. Maybe the Earth was completely destroyed, and this is the last of humanity. All the little androgynous teenagers, they put them in an Ark, and they sent them to, Calcium 5 in the Andromeda galaxy or whatever, and it's going to take them 1,000 years to get there, and then something happens, and a couple of them get woken up, and now all hell is breaking loose. I'm assuming that's what's going on.
That is the case. That is exactly what happens. They're on their way somewhere. They're not supposed to be awake, and basically there's nobody to help them. They're out in the middle of nowhere by themselves, and they have to figure out how to get to safety.
Fascinating premise. We've seen it done before. We've seen a very similar story multiple times. We've seen it in Star Trek episodes and Stargate episodes. It's very cool. There's a reason why that's a popular sci-fi trope is because it can always be done well. And I do believe there's always story there because basically past the very simple to understand premise, you then have inter-conflict, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is where the series can go off the rails. If it becomes Big Brother in space, I'm not interested. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Big Brother. Yeah, well, you're talking about
the Big Brother Survivor House or whatever it's called. Like, if it becomes a reality show in space,
if it becomes a CW show in space,
where they're talking about their feelings when they're working on the life support system or something, right. I'm not interested. Like, if it's an actual survival thing, and they got to make tough calls and they got to figure things out and they got to like MacGyver things and get things working. Awesome. Yeah, let's do it. I don't even care if the graphics are bad. As long as the story is good, rock and roll. So far, none of those actors looked appealing to me. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about they didn't look like they were capable of doing anything themselves. And I don't know if that's because I'm old and they're super young, but they all look
Probably.
just slight and scared and sort of like, they don't look capable.
Well, there was a couple of cool things that happened that I thought was cool. Was the fact that the suits adjusted, so when they were in stasis, they lost body weight, and so
That's cool.
when she got out of the thing, it tightened because to adjust to her weight. I thought that was pretty cool. Although the masks were so bad, the helmets, like literally, it was like. And there was obvious that they weren't actually connected to anything. It was just like a plastic thing they stuck over their head. And I'm like, oh, that was really.
You see a logical inconsistency here, though? Like, so if they're on a colony ship of sorts and they're losing body mass, that's bad.
I think that's standard for theoretical sleep long term.
I mean, not if you're not if you have the right nutrient and the right gravity. That's not the case. They can control their gravity.
I don't know.
See, when I read that Larry Niven book about the colony ships, the way they dealt with the long sleep was there was increased gravity, and the gravity would adjust, so on and so forth, every once in a while to sort of mimic exercise, and their nutrients were the right nutrients, and that's how they can be asleep for 60 years, no problem. I believe when you make science fiction and you have access to fantastical tools like artificial gravity and all that, you need to utilize those things properly.
Yeah, but I think that you would have you still would have a body mass loss because your muscles would not be utilized, being used. So you still, I think, would have a body, even if they kept you nutrient, you still would have some sort of deficiency.
That's fair.
I think. Yeah,
that's a fair statement. It looks interesting. February 1st, huh? Cool. I mean, that's right around the corner. Although, how the hell do you watch it?
It's on sci-fi, so you got to have
cable.
I think you can get it through Amazon.
Because last time I checked, you can't get sci-fi. I had to buy episodes of Resident Alien.
I saw it. Oh, you must have saw that on
some
Amazon.
kind of Canadian. Lol. Poor Canadians don't have streaming services. They gotta buy everything on Amazon.
Fubo TV has sci-fi.
I'm not getting Fubo TV for sci-fi. I'm just not gonna do it.
There's a sci-fi app.
Yeah, but you can't access it without having cable.
You can't access the app without cable?
No, you can't. You can access. You can't watch it. You can access it, and it's gonna be like connect your cable account to stream these shows.
It says what? Oh, you can watch it on Hulu. It says.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we'll try it on Hulu.
Yeah. Start a free trial to watch sci-fi on Hulu. Stream live.
Oh, it's a free trial of
it's TV.
Hulu TV. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Hulu TV. I don't know if you can.
You know what the problem with Hulu TV is, bro?
They got to get on streaming. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Hulu TV if it was a separate thing. Say I get this so I can watch football or the Grammys or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. When you get Hulu TV for the live TV portion, it turns shows that never had ads before, it turns them all into ad shows.
That's true.
So if you have Hulu TV and you're paying $60 for no ad experience and access to live TV, it's going to turn the majority of your television, your once no ad streaming shows, it's going to make them have ads. So you're basically, in my opinion, Hulu TV is this. You pay 3 times the cost for access to live TV, and now you get ads. And what do I care about so much about live TV? I'll tell you. The Super Bowl, once a year.
I have live TV for football. That's it.
So, for me, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind splurging if it didn't also add ads to my system. That's the worst part.
Good point.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. We're going to watch it somehow. Maybe I can buy the episodes on Amazon, or I know a guy that knows a guy.
Maybe get them on the high seas. We'll figure it out.
I wasn't even going to suggest that, Shane. Okay.
Well, we didn't say anything.
I'm just saying, yeah, it's probably possible, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure people will do that. I don't know. We won't do that.
What did you guys think of it?
But some people, yeah. What did you guys think about it? Hit this comment section. Let us know what you guys thought of Ark. I don't know, man. Dean Devlin is a real hit or miss. So
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of. I don't know what to think nowadays of old.
If you go off he quit. It was funny. Like I remember reading something where he said he was quitting making movies, making TV shows,
Really?
making anything. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. We talked about it. He's like, I'm done. Geostorm was really bad, and now he's back with Ark.
Didn't do some of these people that understand the craft? You think they put something out and they go, maybe people won't notice? Like he had to have watched Geostorm and been like, this is horrible, right?
I mean, I hope so. Like I personally don't know how a movie goes wrong. Like me, I would make a movie and be like, that shit ain't good enough. And like, let's
fix
keep doing it until it is.
Yeah. Fix it until it's good. Like
it's going to be a lot cheaper to fix it than it is to put out a shitty movie that nobody goes to see.
Yeah. I don't understand the concept of just rolling the dice on how stupid your audience is. That's apparently what they do.
Or the studio won't give him. I don't know. It's really weird. I mean, you got to go in. I mean, the idea of Geostorm was like a pretty good idea. It was just really poorly. I mean, look, the talent you get for a movie is important.